Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome to the Johto Cup. The Johto Cup is going to be the last week of February 21st to February 28th. And you could play in 4 cups, the Great League, the Ultra League, Master League, and the Johto Cup. So whichever one you prefer. And this is going to be your last chance to hit, whether it be Legend, Expert, Veteran, whatever your goals happen to be for Season 10. This is going to be the last shot until Season 11 begins March. So good luck to you. I really hope you make it, and I believe in you guys. I know you guys can do it. But anyway, we're taking a look at the Johto Cup, and of course we're having this meta because of the Johto Tour, so really cool there. And huge shout out to, first of all, Yonkers for allowing me to use his amazing icon on my pretty much my thumbnails. I love it. Thank you so much for that, my friend. I really do appreciate that. And shout out to PV Pokey. As always, when I make these meta guides, I obviously use them as reference. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it and what I think is going to be the popular picks, and we'll see how right I am, how wrong I am, and we're just going to have fun with it. So the Johto Cup, we're starting a little bit early, but that's okay. So for the S Plus tier, we have, of course, Skarmory. You know Skarmory and Azumarill are going to be up there, right? You think Johto, you think of those two Pokemon. Those two are going to be on so many teams. I'm not even joking. You're going to see them all the time. So XL, Azumarill, you definitely prefer that. If you don't have an XL one, honestly, I probably wouldn't use Azumarill. It's still really good. You can use a non-XL one, but you definitely want an XL Azumarill. It's just that much tankier. Skarmory, we know how popular and strong Skarmory is. Both of those Pokemon have been strong since Go Battle League began in the Great League, right? There's no reason why they wouldn't be strong in the Johto Cup. Then we have Lantern. I think Lantern is going to be really good in this meta. It does well against Azumarill and Skarmory. So it does well against both of those top picks. So Lantern, definitely going to be another top Pokemon for this meta. Meganium or Shadow Meganium. Shadow Meganium is available now. I will personally be evolving my Shadow Chikorita on the Johto Tour to get the Shadow one with Frenzy Plants. They're going to be really cool. I'm probably going to try it out myself. It's a powerful Pokemon. I got a really good rank 7, I think, for the Great League, so I'm really happy with that. So we know how powerful Meganium is. The Shadow Meganium and Frenzy Plants just hit that much harder. So the S tier, we have Qwilfish. Qwilfish is going to be an amazing Pokemon, guys. It really is. It does so well against Azumarill, and you need those answers to Azumarill, right? Does well against Meganium as well because Sludge Wave will do a lot. Frenzy Plant will do a lot to Qwilfish. Don't misunderstand. Even though Qwilfish is taking neutral damage, Frenzy Plant would still do a lot because Qwilfish is really squishy. But nonetheless, it's still Qwilfish. Still a very powerful Pokemon. It gets to its moves with Poison Sting really fast. I guess you can run Water Gun as well. I like Poison Sting. I'll be using Qwilfish during the Johto Cup. Next up, believe it or not, we have Raikou. PV Poke actually recommended Raikou is highly up there on the list, and I was actually surprised, but I mean, again, we have a smaller meta, so I could totally understand it. And Raikou, Shadow Raikou, to be specific, gets to its moves. I mean, Volt Switch gets the Shadow Ball pretty fast, and its electric move, right? It's actually a pretty powerful Pokemon. It is really squishy, especially the Shadow variant, so you do have to keep that in mind. But, you know, if you save shields, if you have a shield advantage, like a 1 shield advantage, 2 shield advantage, save it late game, I think Raikou can do really well here. It could also do well at getting shields, too, because you know if you the moves are going to be powerful from Raikou. So next up, we have Shadow Gramble. Shadow Gramble, the Charm. If you're looking for a Charm user, I think this is the only one in the meta. If I'm wrong, so be it. But it's definitely the best one, that's for sure. So if you're looking for a Charm user, Shadow Gramble is the way to go. Well, there's really not much to say. You know how powerful it is. And then we have Umbreon. Umbreon, always a good bulky Pokemon, so really solid there. Not much to explain. The A tier, we have Wobbuffet. Now, Wobbuffet is interesting. It's mostly used for timeout strategies from what I've noticed with like Chansey. Of course, you can't use Chansey in this meta, but still Wobbuffet I think could be okay because it could just take hits. It's really tanky, right? I'm not going to be using Wobbuffet. You want the Purified one to have return. I'm personally not going to be using it, but it wouldn't surprise me if you see it. Maybe on timeout teams with Umbreon and, I don't know, Azumarill. That's a very tanky team. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, it's definitely an interesting Pokemon. Then we have Steelix. Steelix with Dragon Tail. Very solid pick, right? I mean, Dragon Tail was buffed not too long ago. We know how powerful it is. So Steelix is an option for you. And if you're looking for a Mud Boy, Quagsire is your guy. or gal to go for, whichever. Quagsire, of course, the other mud boys like Swampert, Wishcash are not in the Johto Cup. They're not Johto Pokemon, so Quagsire is the way to go. And Quagsire was amazing. It was really good as like the original mud boy, right? Before we got the other ones, like with the other moves, like as I said, Wishcash and Swampert. So Quagsire was good originally, so it's definitely gonna be good in this meta. So that's the S+, S, and A tier. Then the other choices, we have Blossom. So Blossom, Razor Leaf, Shadow Blossom, right, doing a lot of damage with Razor Leaf. You're not going to want to mess around with that. If it doesn't resist, I mean, if whatever's on the opposing side is not resisting Razor Leaf, it's taking a lot of damage. You know it, right? Aridos is another interesting pick. It gets to its moves fast. Definitely powerful. Hitmontop could be interesting this cup just because we don't really have any other fighting types. So, like, right? I mean, there's no Machamp, there's no Scrafty, there's no the other common fighting type Pokemon you see. So Hitmontop could definitely have a place in this meta. We have Jumpluff with its new acrobatics, could be pretty solid as well. I think most people are probably going to stick to Skarmory for the flying type, but I mean, you know, Jumpluff just to have some fun. I might try it out. I might try Shadow Jumpluff. We'll see. Mantine, definitely very interesting as well. It's basically, again, this is probably for like a timeout team. You use Mantine with the Wobbuffet. You can continuously debuff your opponent with like Bubble Beam, right? And Mantine is a pretty tanky Pokemon as well. Piloswine could be okay. Sudowoodo. Heracross is another fighting type, so Heracross actually might do a little bit better than Hitmontop. We'll have to see, but both of those fighting types are definitely interesting in this meta. So then we have Noctowl. So Noctowl, another flying type. Again, I still prefer Skarmory as the flying type, but maybe if you're going double flying with Skarmory and Noctowl in the back, could be very cool. I mean, of course, Noctowl did get Shadow Ball, so it's a good Pokemon, right? It's a good Pokemon. We have an electric type, Ampharos, so if you don't want to use Raikou, you could definitely use Ampharos with Volt Switch. Makago, so Makago did get Incinerate and Rock Tomb, yeah. So it's not a bad Pokemon, it's definitely good. We do see it in like the Open Great League, we see it in the Love Cup that's currently going on. So it's not a bad Pokemon. The only thing is, I feel like there's like a lot of water types that are going to be really common, like Azumel, Lantern, Quagsire. I feel like it's going to be hard to run Makago for that reason. I mean, you might see it. I mean, obviously it's going to do well against, I guess, Meganium and Skarmory. But, you know, I still think, I mean, you'll probably see it. Like, to be fair, you'll probably see it. But, again, I think there's a lot of water types. But still, it's a pretty okay pick, right? It's a pretty good pick. And then we have another water type, Politoed. So you could run Politoed as well. Again, I think Azumel and Lantern are better. But Politoed with Weather Ball is pretty spammy. Mudshot Weather Ball, it's really spammy, right? So for the solid team options, we have a few interesting teams. We have Skarmory Double Water. So the back line, the Lantern gets walled by Meganium, but the Qwilfish does not because it takes neutral damage, and Sludge Wave will be doing a lot to Meganium, so you don't really have to worry about the grass types. Obviously, Lantern does, but you also have Skarmory to cover that weakness as well. So Skarmory, of course, will be able to handle Meganium. I would say the safe swap probably going to be the Qwilfish. I think Qwilfish is a pretty safe swap in this meta, a pretty solid safe swap in this meta. I like it as a safe swap from what I could see. The next team is kind of like a play on Caleb Peng's Double Grass team back in like Season 1. You know, we have Skarmory Double Grass, except obviously we don't have Shiftry because Shiftry is a Hoenn Pokemon. So we have Blossom instead with Razor Leaf. So you could safe swap into the Blossom and then, you know, see what comes out. If Skarmory comes out, that's going to be a little bit unfortunate. Skarmory is definitely going to give this team a trouble, as will Makago. But as I said, I don't think Makago, you'll probably see it, but I don't think it's going to be everywhere. It's I don't know. It's an okay Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon. I guess you could see Typhlosion as well. So those two Pokemon are definitely going to be scary for this middle team. But I just thought of Caleb Peng's Double Grass team. I'm like, well, there really doesn't seem to be a lot of poison types besides Qwilfish, and you know, so maybe the backline can work. And of course, you know, if you're going up against a Qwilfish, Skarmory can resist those poison types, and the grass types still going to be doing super effective damage to it. But again, Typhlosion and Makago will give this team trouble, so I just want to let you know about that. But again, there's a lot of water types in this meta, so I feel like fire is not going to be too common, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a double fire team. I don't know, right? We'll have to see. Play it by ear. We'll see when it happens. But again, I just wanted to build like a double grass team because of Caleb's team that I used and actually hit legend in one of the early seasons with that team. I liked it so much back in the day. I actually battled Caleb Pang in like the 2900s with that team early on. It was funny. And then the final team, we have a standard team. We have an Umbreon with a Azumel as a safe swap. I personally like Ice Beam and Play Rough on my Azumel, probably in this meta. And then we have Quillfish. So again, double water, but again, the backline, not really weak to Meganium because first of all, with the Azumel, you do have Ice Beam for the Meganium if you go with Ice Beam. And then Quillfish, of course, Quillfish with the Sludge Wave going to be doing a lot of damage. So I think these are pretty okay teams. It's going to be interesting. Let me know what your team is going to be for the Johto Cup. And let me know if you're going to play the Great, Ultra, Master, or Johto Cup. Which league do you prefer? Good luck to you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.